Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, an Apoc Survival Demco Bowie rendition. Now, this was designed by Andrew Demco in collaboration with Apoc Survival, who is a subsidiary of Cass Iberia. We had Patrick Shipley on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe not long ago, and I've got to thank Patrick for sending me this stuff from Apoc to check out. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, I'm really starting to dig what Apoc's doing. They send some really tough stuff, but watch this real quick. They send some sharp stuff too. And that to me is just, I've talked to y'all about this and talked to y'all about this and talked to y'all about this. That is a sign of going the extra mile. It just is. The truth is there are guys who are blade snobs and it don't make a shit. Edge snobs. How the knife comes in, they're going to hone it. They're going to stray. It's their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Being a knife channel, I can't do that. I have to show you how it comes in. So when I get a knife like this that is sharp, it's just a joy. It really is. Now, you're probably going to notice right off the rip what my favorite thing is, and I tried to do my normal stuff, right? We always do our normal stuff, and I've told y'all before I'm one of the more redundant reviewers on here, but the reason for that is so you can compare to other knives doing the same thing, etc. I need to explain this right here. I broke my little baton there at work. I mean, it came right there. The thing is, too, I was purposely batoning down into a knot, and I didn't have anything heavier to hit it. So I cut it there. I give you a good look at the knife there. No edge damage. Now, the truth is, I picked up a heavier 4x4, that one there, and hit it 3 or 4 more times, but it wouldn't have come out right. It wouldn't have looked right. So I batoned it into the knot, stopped the filming, took it out. It took like a minute to get the damn thing out, showed you the edge, and then continued on with the video. Why am I saying that? To stress to you that the edge on this thing, not only did it come sharp, it appears to come very well heat treated. We put it through some different things. I tried to show you all my normal stuff like I normally do. Let's jump in real quick. Now, this thing is $99. It's on Apoc Survival. I will leave a link in the description to it. It was designed by Andrew Demco. The handle is amazing. The actual handle scales are G10. The handle scales themselves. Now, when I measure handles and I pull the measurements myself, it's 5 3/4 inches. I'm actually pulling the handle scales themselves. The inner grip, which to me is the most important, is 4 7/8. There's not a hand in the world this knife won't fit. The overall length, let's take a gander real quick, is right at 12. Let's see what we got here. 12 7/8. That's from the point to the pommel. The blade length is 7 inches. We've got 6 3/4 of a cutting surface. Now, this thing weighs 15 ounces, but now listen, here's kind of the deal. In the description of the knife, they had at the guard, they had it at 4.8 millimeters. At the tip, they had it at 1 millimeter. So it goes down nicely. Now, let me pull it while I'm standing here. So we got 13. I'm going to use this real quick. All right, at the handle scales, I'm showing 3/16. Yeah. Well, it's right between 3/16 and 1/4. Down at the tip, I am showing about a 1/16. So just transfer that over. The blade width is 1.5 inches. Here's the thing with this thing, man. That large of a handle, for me, I love. I mean, I love it. You can do so many things with it. Here, this is one of those reviews, like or demonstrations, whatever. I don't want to get tied up with semantics. There's times where The video is purpose driven. You know, I want to accomplish something with the knife. With this video, it was all about checking it out. Now watch this. This to me is one of the more underrated things that I do, but it's one of my favorite. We just insert the knife. We don't go all the way through both sides, and we slide it as if we were skinning or caping or whatever. Very, very good control. The balance point is right at the guard. Above the guard, or on the spine of the knife, you have some nice aggressive jimping there, but it doesn't hurt your fingers. It's deep. You can get a good grip. And I'll be honest with you, it's that kind of jimping. If you needed it for sighting, you could probably do that as well. It does have a 90-degree spine, a very good 90-degree spine, and we're going to fire up a fire. I showed you at the beginning how it rode on my belt. You know I don't show you a lot. Usually I tuck the sheaths into my belt. That's the way I carry it, between my belt and my pants. But this one came with a Tech-Lock style, which I love because it rides a little higher. I've got short T-Rex arms. So for me, that Tech-Lock is perfect. Now, we run it through our normal stuff. And I played with this thing and played with this thing. I played with it at work because when you think of Apoc survival stuff, you know, you think about that apocalyptic style, really, really tough stuff. But here's the thing with this knife, okay? It's a tough, well-made knife, but it's a cutter. And that's something I was thinking, and I've been thinking more and more and more. The more that I do these things, the more I think, you know, there's YouTube land, there's knife tube, and then there's real world. Okay, so I can do knife tube stuff for clicks and views, or I could do real world stuff. Well, I need some clicks and views, but I need to show you the knife in a real world type situation. Now, bear in mind, I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not. I'm a novice at best. We discuss that a lot. I'm working on my knife skills, but what do I mean by that? Well, we're going to do some of our stuff. We'll throw it a time or two. We'll stab a tire. Big shout out to Ben who brought me a tire. Jacob had brought me a couple tires. Right here, boom, good 90-degree spine. That's some wicked fire fat wood right there too, brother. I mean, that's some sticky, gassy stuff. Fired right up. You can see that black acrid smoke just right there off the rip. It's kind of that, like you have some dried out fat wood, you know, it'll catch a spark pretty good, but this is like that really, really wet, gooey type that's going to burn for a minute. This is the tire Ben brought me. Now, it's a performance tire, and I'm stabbing it in the rain. So the grip on the knife, which is the knife handle scales are G10. I kept stabbing it right there in the tread. Now, you can see I'm getting good penetration up top. Look at that. But it's going right under that tread, and I mean, it's getting stuck in there. We're going to do right there. There we go. Right there, we're going to do a pull cut. Now, I'm leaning over the trunk. I want you to understand that. When I'm stabbing this stupid thing in my trunk, I'm way out of position because I'll get some ass clown every now and then. Oh, butter knife can do that. Well, I tell you what, my guy, if you can take a butter knife, lean all the way across the trunk and stab it, good for you. You can't. I'll just go ahead and tell you that. Now, the other thing that I did periodically through this review is I would do like batoning or stabbing the tire or doing something like that, and then immediately go back into cutting, because at the end of the day, this is our cutting tool, right? After batoning, we cut the ratchet strap. After stabbing the tire, that's that 4-ply, 1-inch inner diameter reinforced sandblast hose. Now, I do apologize. Again, it was raining, and I was trying to get the best shot I could. Right here, pulled right through it. That one, I wished I'd get a little better shot of cutting that sandblast hose, but I cut it a bunch during this video, and it did really, really well. I actually cut it 2 or 3 more times that I had clipped out at the end of one of the segments because I couldn't get it in frame like I wanted. So we put this knife through its cutting paces, and that's what I try to do. We try to find the industrial materials and cut them. At the end of the day, that's what a survival apocalypse knife's going to have to do. It's going to have to cut. You're going to have to live. I feel like this would make a great camp knife, but I feel like too it would make a great apocalypse knife, survival knife. It does a lot of things well. It is in D2. I will put a link to it, Like I said, it's 99 bucks from Apoc site. That's hard to beat. You get a lot of knife. And again, we're not the damn QVC, buy it, don't, whatever. But I'm telling you, through all of this, just playing with it in the rain, this is a knife that I will actually carry. Not just show you once for time or use for shorts. It will be one that I throw in probably one of my kayaking bags. It's a big beast of a knife, like I said, that can do a lot of things well, and it's tough. Don't believe me? Bing! Held in there good, no chipping, no rolling. I didn't mean to do that, obviously, but it didn't do any damage. Listen, Demco, brother, great design. I love your shit anyway, man. I've got a ton of your designs. Patrick, thank you, man. Great knife. Guys, listen, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. They just are. It's actually higher than that on the weekends, holidays, things like that. And it's starting to go up again. Hopefully, before I die, it'll be zero. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number zero. Anything over zero is simply unacceptable. And all that means is, vets, we love you, man. You have a place here. Guys, I back the blue. And I say basically the same thing every day. Listen, it's my cause. I don't shove it down your throat. The whole back the blue until it happens to you. Well, look at me. It's happened to me more than it'll happen to most. I have my reasons. I'm not arguing about it. Finally, if you are an addict, and I am, never quit quitting. Well, the Apoc Survival Demco Bowie. It's a beast, man. It's just a knife that does well. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.